Welcome to today's episode of Informed Investor. We have an exciting lineup of topics to discuss with you. Let's start with Tata Group. Did you know that this iconic Indian business has been around for more than 150 years? That's right. Over the years, Tata has become one of the most respected and trusted business groups in India. Now, after a long wait of 19 years, Tata Technology is gearing up to become the first Tata Group to go public in India since Tata Consultancy Services in 2004. Now, it is not yet announced a date for the Tata Technologies IPO, but this IPO is expected to be one of the most popular in recent years, and that's why it is getting so much attention. In this episode, we will talk about the business model of Tata and the market it operates in. We will look at the market opportunity and positioning of Tata Technologies compared against its peers. Now, let's turn our attention to the recent developments around UPI payment fees. There was much confusion around UPI payment fees, with some reports suggesting that UPI payments could become more expensive. Will UPI payment cost more now? We will also decode this for you in this episode. Let's begin. You're watching Informed Investor, the Third Empire, an initiative by Research and Ranking. The contents of the Tata Technologies story is as follows. We will first break down the business model of Tata Technologies and discuss the segments and industries it operates in. We will also look at the ER&D market it operates in. We will then analyze the positioning of Tata Technologies against its peers across various parameters such as revenue growth, PAT growth, geography diversification, vertical distribution, and client concentration. Now, first, let's discuss the business of Tata Technologies. Tata Technology is a leading ER&D, that is engineering, research and development company owned by Tata Motors Limited. Now, Tata Technologies is a subsidiary of Tata Motors, which owns around 75% in Tata Technologies. Tata Tech provides technical services in a variety of industries, including engineering and design, product lifecycle management, manufacturing, product development, etc. Tata Technologies is also engineering the next generation of connected autonomous and electric vehicles. Of course, these words are way too complicated to understand, and to understand what this business actually does, allow me to break down the business model with examples. Tata Tech was hired by Tata Motors to convert their existing internal combustion engine into electric vehicles. The project involved designing, packaging and integrating various components such as the battery, motor, charging socket and electronics into the base car. Now, the project was successfully completed in 18 months and the converted vehicles Tata Tigor EV 2021 and Tata Tigor EV 2023 have been launched in the market. Now, these vehicles have enabled Tata Motors to establish a strong foothold in the current EV market in India. Another example is the company successfully developed a hybrid vehicle for a leading Swedish car manufacturer. The company was responsible for entire engineering, design and development process as well as full system integration. Now, these are the examples of the company operating in the automotive space, but the company is also present in the aerospace industry. For example, Tata Technologies also partnered with a global company to convert a passenger airplane into a goods plane so it can carry cargo instead of passengers. Now, this was done to extend the economic life of this passenger aircraft. Now, in simple terms, Tata Technologies collaborates with manufacturing firms to turn their concepts into reality. Tata Technologies primarily categorizes its line of business as services and technology solutions. The services include providing outsourced engineering and digital transformation services to global manufacturing clients. Now, this segment accounts for about 85% of its total revenues. Now, next comes technology solutions. Tata Technology also complements their service offerings with products and education businesses. Now, this segment comprises about 15% of its total revenues. Now, Tata Technologies has also deep presence in the auto sector, and it largely services Tata Motors, Jaguar Land Rover, and the wider Tata Group. Now, within the services sector, automotive is its largest industry vertical, which contributes about 75% of its total revenues and about 88% of its service revenues. Now that we've spoken about Tata Tech's business model and the segments it operates in, let's talk about the market opportunity of Tata Technologies. Now, understanding the market opportunity of a company is a critical component as it provides us with some insights into the company's potential for growth and profitability. Now, Tata Tech operates in the ER&D market. The ER&D market is all about designing and developing new products, processes, and technologies. This market includes companies that provide services related to engineering, such as product design, prototyping, testing, and manufacturing. The ER&D market is important because it helps companies create innovative and competitive products, improve its efficiency and quality, and stay ahead of their competitors. The global ER&D spend for 2021 was approximately $1.64 trillion and is expected to grow to approximately $2.83 to $2.33 trillion by 2025. India is the global leader in the engineering, research, and development space. It has emerged as a favorable destination for outsourced ER&D spend by global enterprises due to its large talent pool and significant cost advantage with other locations. According to NASSCOM analysis, Indian ER&D market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 19% between 2021 to 2025. NASSCOM noted that 26% of the global ER&D spend comes from India, and it could grow to 34% by the end of this decade, led by government initiatives such as the PLI scheme, launch of 5G, and the country's growing pool of engineers. Now, manufacturing-led verticals, that is automotive, industrial, and aerospace, have been the largest contributor and account for more than half of the global ER&D spending. Now, if you were paying attention, you would know that these are the main industry Tata Tech operates in. We see the opportunity is ample for players like Tata Technology in the ER&D space. Now, let's not forget the evolution of EV. The adoption of EV is expected to bring about major changes to the automobile industry in the next decade, which creates an opportunity for companies like Tata Tech to capitalize on this trend. In this growing market, Tata Technologies competes with KPIT Technologies, Tata Elxsi, and L&T Technology Services. Now, because Tata Technologies and Tata Elxsi belong to the same Tata Group, let's understand how these two companies are different. Tata Elxsi and Tata Technologies are both subsidiaries of the Tata Group. While their services overlap, they operate in different sectors. While Tata Elxsi has presence in auto sector, it is also present in broadcast and communications and healthcare. From the latter two, it gets huge chunk of its revenues. But Tata Technologies is a pure play ER&D company that focuses on auto sector. To summarize, Tata Elxsi has three verticals: transportation, media and communication, healthcare and medical services. KPIT has only one vertical, automotive and mobility. LTTS has telecom and high-tech, transportation, industrial products, plant engineering, and medical devices. And the Tata Tech operates in automotive, aerospace, and industrials. Now let's analyze the positioning of Tata Technologies from across various parameters. Now, when a company reveals its financials, the first thing we look at is the growth of the revenue and net profit. Now, revenue growth over the past years for Tata Tech has been tepid, nothing very exceptional. But this is also on the back of an overall slowdown in the automotive segment, and COVID-19 too impacted the revenue growth of automotive segment in fiscal year 21. But the growth bounced back strongly in fiscal year 22, growing about 48.3% year over year, that is compared with fiscal year 21. Now, among its peers, L&T Technology is the biggest player with the highest revenues, followed by Tata Tech. When we look at the growth, CAGR over the last 3 years were highest for Tata Elxsi and Tata Technologies, followed by L&T and KPIT Tech. Even when we look at the PAT growth of Tata Technologies, COVID-19 impacted the bottom line. However, the growth rebounded strongly, growing about 83% year over year in fiscal year 22. Now, when we compare it with its peers on a year-over-year basis, the growth is highest for Tata Tech and KPIT. PAT growth on a 3-year CAGR basis is highest for Tata Elxsi, led by KPIT Tech and Tata Tech. Now, geography concentration is another parameter to see the extent to which these companies operate in multiple geographic regions or countries. Now, companies with a more diversified global footprint are usually less vulnerable to changes in a single market or region. So, when we look at Tata Technologies' geography diversification, it is much more diversified than its peers, with 22% of its revenues coming from North America, 24% from Europe, 26% from India, and 28% from the rest of the world. Now, most of the clients for Tata Tech's peers are in the US or in the Europe. Hence, policies in these geographies have a direct bearing on the performance of these companies. The North American exposure is particularly big for LTTS, followed by KPIT and Tata Elxsi. As we discussed before, the automotive sector is the largest manufacturing ER&D vertical and the second largest ER&D vertical overall, accounting for approximately 10% of global ER&D spend for 2021. Now, Tata Tech is also focused towards the automotive vertical, as the vertical accounts for 88% of the overall service revenues. Now, KPIT has 99% business coming from auto sector, 36% for L&T, and Tata Elxsi at 41.5%. Next up is client concentration. In comparison to its peer, Tata Tech has the maximum exposure to the top 5 clients, whereas for other peers such as Tata Elxsi and LTTS, the range stood at 17 to 38%. Now, usually when the client concentration is high, and if any of these top 5 clients suffer a deterioration, it can impact the company's business. In the past, the majority of Tata Technologies business, more than 75%, relied on the Tata Group, specifically JLR and Tata Motors, which were known as captive or anchor accounts. However, the company has made efforts over the past 5 years to increase its non-captive share. As a result, non-captive account revenue has grown from 46% in fiscal year 20 to 64% in fiscal year 22, reducing the company's dependence on captive accounts and minimizing its risk. Furthermore, Tata Technology also aims to expand its non-automotive share from its current 12% to 18% within the next 3 years by pursuing opportunities in industry it already operates in, such as aerospace and industrial machinery. Now, to conclude, Tata Technologies has a strong focus in automobile industry and specializes in providing end-to-end solutions in the fields of electric vehicles, connected and autonomous vehicles. It has established a long-term relationship with anchor clients such as Jaguar Land Rover and Tata Motors. Now, despite challenges such as high concentration in the automobile industry and reliance on anchor clients, the company is working towards diversifying its business. The company, Tata Tech, is a fundamentally strong and a debt-free company. Now, as software plays an increasingly important role across multiple industries, particularly in the automotive industries, Indian ER&D players have a promising future. The adoption of electric vehicles is expected to fundamentally disrupt the automobile industry, which may benefit Tata Technologies in the long run. More importantly, Tata Technologies is the first company under the Tata Group to go public after TCS IPO in 2004. With the Tata brand and strong financials of Tata Tech, the hype around it is justified. Now, while of course we haven't discussed the valuations and the IPO offering of Tata Tech, we will create another video on Tata Technologies IPO close to the subscription date. In Informed Investor, we have extensively spoken about UPI payments, and all for the right reason. UPI is the reason why our digital payment ecosystem is much stronger. With the national acceptance of UPI and QR-based payments, India already has a remarkable track record. UPI has made significant progress since its launch in 2016 and has emerged as India's favorite method of payment. Now, take a look at this chart to understand how UPI keeps breaking records year after year. Now, the reason why most of us use UPI for regular transactions, at least for me, is because of the ease and convenience of payment, and of course, it is free of charge. Now, unlike credit cards, which charges around 2% from the merchants, UPI has so far remained free for businesses as well. Now, at local stores such as Kiranas, vendors usually decline credit card payments due to the associated fees. However, this is not the case with UPI. Due to its rapid payment settlement and free nature, UPI has gained immense popularity and became a significant success. Now, there was much speculation about UPI being charged this week, trending everywhere on social media. And many media houses, without doing their due diligence, came out with headlines such as UPI transactions of more than Rs 2,000 to be charged at 1.1% starting April 1st. However, this is not the case. As MPCI clarified, the fee of 1.1% will not be charged on UPI payments but only on payments of Rs 2,000 or higher made from digital wallets such as PhonePe or Paytm. Now, the interchange fee will vary in the range of 0.5% to 1.1% based on the merchant category codes. Now, if you're still confused, let me break down this for you, but first let's understand how UPI-enabled payments work. Now, UPI-enabled mobile payments apps such as PhonePe or Paytm allows users to make payments at merchant stores in two ways. First, to the UPI QR code scanner, which debits the money directly from your bank account and the payment goes to the merchant. Now, second, you can add money to the private wallet of the app from your account and then make the payment. Say a consumer loads a Paytm wallet with about 2,000 rupees via her bank. Then the consumer pays through Paytm wallet to a merchant having QR code linked to a different wallet, say PhonePe. In this case, PhonePe will have to pay 1.1% of the total transaction amount to Paytm as an interchange fee. Now, here again, there can be two scenarios. PhonePe will continue to bear the cost of keeping the merchant on board, or PhonePe can also pass on the 1.1% cost to the merchant. Now, interchange fees paid by the merchant acquirers to wallets or card issuers could potentially impact merchants if they're passed on to them, but is only applicable for payments above Rs 2,000 and is unlikely to affect smaller merchants and shopkeepers. More importantly, prepaid wallets are not widely used for payments, with bank account to account transactions accounting for over 99.9% of UPI transactions and not incurring any fees for customers or merchants. So, the wallet transactions that are worth less than Rs 2,000 will not attract this charge, and regular UPI transactions, the ones that are made directly from bank account to your friends, family and merchants also remain free. In a series of tweets, the CEO and co-founder of Paytm explained that consumers do not have to pay any fees for making UPI payments from their bank accounts, wallets or RuPay credit cards. As there was a lot of confusion around this news, I hope we have decoded it and made it simple for you. Having said that, this is me, Merlin Susanna, signing off. Take care and stay invested.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.